as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They complete it to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's good.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They set up the screen, and H.N. has it.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Gets this one to Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Back to the ground, H.N.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Drift. 20, TX.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son.
First carry here for Ken Walker. We'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Darnold. Now he's going to... Darnold, he lost the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Walker. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Darnold. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker,
32 yards.
and the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands, and on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go, and when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there, but once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard
Second and 10.
line.
44.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TX.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Come on, 2. Yeah, hit it. 18, what's it? 21G, 21G. Solo left Zion. Out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 83 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready, shot? 20 TX. 18, wait!
Again, it's Achane. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
18,
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. That 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
21G, 21G.
Here's Tua. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 36 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Hill on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
32 Stinger.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, it was the big run that got him down into position, and then they finished it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14.
Seahawks 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and 3. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try for the first with Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
They run again with Walker. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 11 at the 41. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. Shedding the tackle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. No lady. No lady. Hey, son.
Now it's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Tua, a final shot before half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
It's a gain of 28. And the Seahawks first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action. It's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Toss left side for Walker. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And Walker has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 17. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd and 2.
Cover 1 high. Hey. Cover 2. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll get this one complete. Westbrook-Ikhine. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. This is 2nd and 8. Now Tua going to change the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 17.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And now they'll shift things around. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll try and do this himself. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Nick Westbrook-Aquino from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
24. Seahawks 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Darnold. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Gtowncapp. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's a gain of 11.
The Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That two is going to change things up.
Watson, Oscar. Corner, long.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Open man, there's Bobo. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Seattle.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught at the 2. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Seahawks first down.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Go ahead.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Second down and 4.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
Here's Tua. That'll be caught by Hill.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now Tagovailoa.
They complete it to Hill.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Come on, two.
On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is there's a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Young lady.
Here's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with
I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right, turbo one, high, turbo one.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got it! Westbrook-Akine. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 30 yards.
First and 10.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Go ahead. Hey. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Moving left. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Second and 10.
Ready. 21G. Out.
From the gun, here's Tua. Off he goes. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50.
Hey, double one. Hey, 20 TX.
Here's Tagovailoa. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Come on, 2. Solo left Zion.
They snap it to Tua. He'll buy time left. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On second down, Walker will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Jack Jones in on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
We'll try and run it with Walker. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession, and as a player, you can't help but love that.
All right, come on. East race. No, out.
Run the draw with A-10. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. It's a pickup of 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with A-10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
3rd and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Tua gonna throw. On the move left. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
21G.
2 and out on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted by Terry Fluid. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. That's pumped. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. It's third down.
Darnold now to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Second down.
Now Darnold. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to South Florida after this. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Take it in, back at his own 12. And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 14-yard line.
Now first down throw for Tua. Forced out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the
Mike, what we're seeing
44-yard
play out
line.
across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
20, TX. Out.
Here's two. This one batted away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there.
Complete.
Now it's going to be third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Tua. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
32 Stinger.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tua gives it to H.N. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins 7, Seahawks 0. Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Cup in motion. Darnold to throw on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Open, left side is Barner. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Quickly to the forward Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Darnold to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Cup in motion. Third down, they go with Walker. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
Jason Myers.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Cover 1. 44. Ready. 22.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Gtowncapp. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Get safe. Go ahead. Out.
Once again, it's Gtowncapp. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Hey, get safe.
Well run with Gtowncapp. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
From the gun, here's Tua. And nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Tua now on 3rd down. Out wide to Gtowncapp. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
21G, 21G.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Tua to throw again. He's going to keep it himself, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. 3rd and inches.
Hey, cover 1. Ready, shot. Watch it, Oscar. Cover 1, high.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Hey, 21, TX.
Now Tua. Pushed out to his left. Taking off.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. Second down.
At the 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3. Second down and goal.
Ready. Ready, team.
Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal?
All right, go. Ready. 20, TX. Out.
To throw is Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. That one is good. And the Dolphins get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, here's Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Exiting the pocket right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and 14.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up by H.A.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Come on, two.
They'll run this one straight ahead with H.A. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Lawrence on the stop.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Sending it deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Third and long. Here's Tua. This one caught by Waller. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's moving a little dangerously here, Mike. On this side of the field, 4th down, there's nowhere to go with the ball. He's able to bail his coach out by making a play with his legs, but, man, that was a big gamble. In this case, it paid off.
On the handoff, this is H.A. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Come on, two. All right, go ahead, go.
Here's a give to H.A. And let's give him about 4 on that one. DeMarcus Lawrence, there on the stop.
He was brought down at his
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he is out of bounds. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. A run out of the gun with H.A. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Go ahead. Hey, 21, T.A.
Tua going to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the safety, Julian Love. Seahawks will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. To throw is Darnold. Forced to his right. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll try it now with Walker. And this is going to backfire in a big way. He's going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
Turbo 3, kick.
On the carry, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tua. Flushed to his left. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Ready. Turbo 1, high. 18. Solo left Zion. Out.
From the gun on third down, Tagovailoa. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
It's fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Jason Sanders can kick off.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at for 17.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
Kupp in motion. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Shaheed in motion. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Good for a Seahawks. 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
25 yards.
25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Here's Walker. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Seattle.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 4 yards.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Once again, it's Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
It is 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. Rolling to the left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Darnold now to throw. That is Jackson Smith in Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Dolphins 13.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
They're right here. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Hey, time out 2. Hey, long.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one out wide to Easton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Miami.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for second down.
Hey. Go ahead. Out, done. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Hill. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 2.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
31 yards.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here is first and goal.
20 TX. Out.
They'll run with Madison. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and make it 6.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Throwing, Darnold. They take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
Go, set.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. He's going to try it here again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And the Dolphins are right back in this one.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
He's right. Stop. Set. Go ahead.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And are going to send their fans home quite happy. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.